So you're wondering if that perfect business name is actually available in Massachusetts? Well, let's find out together in just a few simple steps. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, our main goal is taking what honestly feels like a daunting, overly bureaucratic task, checking business name availability, and turning it into a simple, completely free, and empowering process. If you're a focused learner looking to secure your brand identity in the Commonwealth without shelling out unnecessary fees, you are in the exact right place. We're going to walk through this whole thing step by step. Here's a quick roadmap of what we're covering. 1. Naming rules. 2. Website navigation. 3. Executing the search. 4. Interpreting results. 5. Next steps. And finally, 6. Resources and a disclaimer. Section 1. Naming rules in Massachusetts. Okay, let's dive into this by laying down the foundation. You absolutely have to know the rules of the game before you run a search, otherwise you might fall in love with a name you legally can't even use. Under Massachusetts general laws, specifically Chapter 156C, your LLC name has to meet some pretty strict standards. First off, it must include a mandatory indicator like limited liability company, limited company, or an abbreviation like LLC. Second, while the words themselves don't actually have to be in English, they must be written using English letters, or Arabic or Roman numerals. Third, and this is absolutely crucial, your name has to be distinguishable from any other entity already on file. And a quick warning here. Restricted words that imply professional licensure or financial oversight, think words like bank, university, or attorney, those require written state board approval before the corporations division will even look at them. Now, here is a massive trap a lot of people fall into. You might think, hey, Apex LLC is taken, so I'll just register the Apex LLC. Let me tell you, in Massachusetts, that will get rejected faster than a Yankees fan at Fenway. Adding filler words like the, and, or solutions, or swapping out your designator from LLC to LLC does not make your name legally distinguishable. State examiners are only looking at the substantive, core words of your business name. Section 2. Navigating the state website. With those ground rules set, let's talk about the actual tool we're going to use to run our free search. This is your golden ticket right here, the official Secretary of the Commonwealth's Corporations Division portal. You can find it at corp.sec.state.ma.us. I really want to emphasize that this tool is a live database, it's updated continuously, and it is 100% free for the public to use. You do not need to pay some third-party service to run this initial check for you. Let's do a quick virtual over-the-shoulder simulation to get your search parameters set up perfectly. When you land on the page, you'll see a few radio buttons. You're going to want to select Entity Name. This is specifically for searching business names like companies, limited partnerships, and of course, LLCs. Then you'll just enter your keyword into the search box and hit Search Corporations. But wait, before you type anything, we need to talk strategy. Section 3, Executing the Name Search. Now that we're on the site and know where to look, let's discuss exactly how to input your desired name to get the most accurate, bulletproof results possible. Here is a massive pro tip. Drop the LLC suffix when you're typing your keyword into the search bar. Why? Well, because the state's similarity standard means you are checking for conflicts against all entity types, not just other LLCs. You need to know if a corporation or a limited partnership is already using your core name. So if you search Beacon Street Analytics LLC, you might completely miss Beacon Street Analytics Inc., which would definitely still cause your application to be rejected. The database also gives you 4 match types in a drop-down menu. Begins with exact match, full text, and soundex. I highly, highly recommend using the full text search option. Full text finds names containing your keyword anywhere in their title. This is literally a game changer for uncovering hidden conflicts. For instance, if you want to use the word Apex, a full-text search will flag a company named Northeast Apex Group, whereas a simple begins with search would completely miss it. And this brilliantly illustrates another major trap. According to state rules, names that sound phonetically identical, even if they're spelled differently, are routinely flagged as deceptively similar. So if someone has K-L-E-A-N cleaning, you cannot register C-L-E-A-N cleaning. Spelling a word uniquely won't save you if it sounds exactly like an existing registered business. If you suspect this might be an issue for your name, use that soundex match type we just mentioned to check for phonetic overlaps. It's super helpful. Section 4. Interpreting the search results. Let's move to the next step. Once you actually hit search, you need to know how to properly read the data that the database spits back out at you. If your search returns results, the very first column you want to look at is the business status. If you see active or good standing, that entity is compliant and that name is firmly taken. Step away. However, if you see dissolved, well, that means the business formally closed and its name might actually be available for reuse, though you'll definitely want to investigate that further. Forfeited or revoked means they lost their operating authority, usually just due to missing annual reports. It's a massive red flag for them, but hey, it's a potential opening for you. The crucial point here is, don't just glance at the list of names and move on. You can actually click on any taken name in the search results to reveal its detailed public profile. This business entity summary page is an absolute goldmine. It shows you their precise entity type, their state ID number, the date they were organized, the name and address of their registered agent, and a complete chronological filing history. This isn't just for checking names, folks. It's a fantastic, free way to research your local competitors or verify if a vendor is legitimate. Section 5. Next steps after finding a name. So what do you do when you strike gold, run a search, and find a completely available, highly distinct name for your business? $30. That is all it costs to file an application of reservation of name with the Massachusetts Corporations Division. If you've found the perfect name, but you just aren't quite ready to file your official, final paperwork, this $30 fee locks in your name exclusively for 60 days. You can even renew it for another 60 days if you need a bit more time to get your business plan together. It's an optional step for sure, but it's a brilliant safety net. Now contrast that $30 reservation fee with this number, $500. $500 is the state filing fee required to submit your certificate of organization. This is the big one, the formal legal step to actually create your Massachusetts LLC. Whether you reserved the name first or skipped straight to this step, passing this $500 milestone means your business name is officially registered and protected at the state level. Section 6. Additional resources and tools. We've covered a lot of ground today, but let's bring it all together. It is so vital to remember that a state-level search in Massachusetts is just one piece of your overall branding puzzle. Securing an LLC name in Boston absolutely doesn't mean you own it on the internet, and it certainly doesn't mean you own it nationwide. Your holistic toolkit really must include checking domain registrars like GoDaddy to see if the .com is actually available. And even more importantly, you must check the Federal United States Patent and Trademark Office, or USPTO database. A name might be totally free in Massachusetts, but if a company in California has a federal trademark on it, you could face severe legal trouble down the road. You definitely want to avoid that. Before we wrap up, I do need to provide a very clear disclaimer. This explainer is strictly for educational purposes, based on the publicly available tools and statutes provided by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. It is not a substitute for professional legal advice. If you have specific, complex concerns about business formation, entity structures, or potential trademark conflicts, I highly encourage you to consult with a licensed legal professional. All right, we've demystified the rules, we've walked through the Secretary of the Commonwealth's official database, learned exactly how to spot deceptive similarities, and mapped out how to lock down your brand. Keep in mind, especially in fast-moving industries, it is incredibly wise to periodically check name availability just to ensure continued compliance and protect your business interests over time. Your perfect name really is out there right now, sitting in the open, completely free to search. So the only question left is, are you ready to run your search and claim it before someone else does? Go get 'em.